the service.
I need to put that on myself. The number you have reached.
That's right.
You'd be funny. You'd be quite surprised how many people will come up to me and, hey, can you be my voicemail, please?
Yeah.
And I do.
Well, I get that. I actually
right.
get that.
You get that, right?
Yeah, they want me to say something
Mike's up
stupid.
here.
Yeah, they want me to say something stupid, so I say something stupid.
Oh,
It's like, what do you want me to say?
That's funny. You get offers to be on someone's voicemail. I get offers to stop being on people's voicemails.
Yeah.
Well, just your ex-girlfriends.
Oh.
Do you have a stalker?
You know what? Social media, I do. Nothing personal. I like social media because it's different. It's different, and you're distant. No matter how much they try to stalk you, they can never get past a like or a comment. You know, like
I have a stalker that just will not give up.
What's his name?
No, it's a female from New York, actually.
Whoa.
And she has changed her name, and she's now resorted to friending my friends to try to build up the
Yeah,
friend
but now
account.
that Facebook has made you use your real name.
Oh, now I'm really in trouble. Yeah, I'm pissed.
I'm sorry. They have not got to me yet.
You hadn't checked Facebook today.
Oh, today?
Yeah, they nailed me a couple of hours ago. I've been pissed all day.
No way. Yeah, because it's so.
Yeah,
funny.
but you have a performance page.
That too.
So that's different.
But I did start out with a regular page, and I had JR Beatbox. Then I just started transitioning to a private page, personal page about, I want to say, let me see, about a couple of months ago. So I'm trying to transition. I did find the rumors out that they were going to start tagging people and really.
Oh, they tagged me, all
Yeah,
right.
they got me too.
Jeez. Yeah, it's bad. I
It pissed me
got
off.
a good amount of followers on just to break my personal page. I'd be really upset if it locked me up.
Well, I've got like 9,400 followers on one of my page, and then over 1,100 personal friends. And it's like I didn't want to do the performance page where I can't communicate with my friends. That was the whole reason I haven't. You know, so I got the other page and all, and then it locks me out and says you have no access to your account.
And so
If I could have got Mark Zucker, I think I would have pulled him through Facebook. Isn't that his name, Mark Zucker?
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Zuckerfucker or whatever.
Sucker fucker.
Sucker fucker.
He's a mother's fucker or Zucker or whatever. Yeah.
He's an asscock.
Yes.
I thought he sold it though.
I don't know.
No,
No,
he's still. He didn't
I
sell
ought to
it.
sue him though, because I put money and effort into this thing, you know, and then you'd log me out. I mean,
It's
it's
all
why
it
don't you-
takes.
I've been okay for 5 years, and today all of a sudden I can't be my name no more.
Well, why don't you just do a personal page and a fan page?
Well, I'm thinking of doing it that way because actually I had a personal page that I keep private for friend, well, really family is the only one I got on there, and all, and then I've got the the Las Vegas Larry page, but now it's not Larry anymore. It's Tom as Larry, so it's like it's
yeah, man, I don't know. I think my audience will be very shocked what my real name is because it's totally different. People know me as just JR Beatbox, and it'll be a surprise when you're like, okay, you see Jorge Amparo.
I would never guess.
Right? You would never guess, right? Jorge Amparo. Like I'm a full Hispanic.
I couldn't even spell that son of a bitch. I'm lucky. Let me tell you, my name is Tom, last name Dahl. If it had made it any difficult, I wouldn't have passed school. I'm sorry. You give me Ezekiel, or something like that, or Johnson.
Well, why wouldn't Dan Whitman? Why wouldn't his name be? Why wouldn't that be his name on Facebook?
Well, it is now.
It is now.
Yes.
So,
Except for
I
his,
didn't know that.
on his private,
On his
but I
private,
think he
okay.
took the private down and he's just got the performance
Yeah,
page.
exactly.
But,
That's
but he's not going to be happy about that. Nobody would be,
No,
you know.
of course. Especially
I'm
when you start
sure
out.
it's probably different with celebrities.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
No, because a lot of celebrity came out
It
against
is not. You have to use your actual name.
If I was a celebrity, I'd just get off Facebook then.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
some of them are
Yeah.
debating.
Absolutely.
Some just
I wish
Because-
everybody would banish Facebook.
Because celebrities don't use their real names.
The problem is there's over 200 million people using this damn thing to communicate.
Yeah.
So until something comes back, revive MySpace. I like MySpace.
Justin Timberlake tried to do that. He bought it.
Yeah,
Did he?
He's still trying it.
I'm still trying. It's horrible.
Bring it back, baby. Bring it back.
Well, you
I'm
could do
bringing
it. You
my
could do
face
so
back.
much more with what you used to. I'm not,
Facebook don't know how to.
Facebook is like very straightforward. You can't.
Come on now. That'd be a hit. That's funny right there.
All right, well, enough about Facebook.
Yeah.
Let's talk with our guest who's here today.
Now, do you do this for a living? I guess you entertain people by doing this, huh?
Yes, it's cool, crazy. I started working on the strip at the age of 16 at the Stratosphere Hotel Casino as an elevator and ride attendant. When I turned 18, back in 2005, I got one of the blessing opportunities to transfer departments. That's when it was easy, very easy to get a job anywhere at a young age with no kind of experience. So I transferred to the food and beverage department, and I became a part-time cook. 10 months later, 10 months later, I get a position, a promotion to a full-time cook, and I've been a cook ever since, until 5 months ago.
So wait, now you cook and you beatbox too, huh?
No, that's the funny thing about the story, like my life story. I was cooking and beatboxing at the same time, so I was building a having culinary experience and establishing the local like music entertainment scene.
Right.
So now I was transitioning, like, how do I quit the job of like being in the kitchen to doing what I love, making noise? And I was saving up for 2 years. I would save up all my little chump change. I would make beatboxing.
So now he cooks on stage in front of people and beatboxes.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You know,
Does it sound like the blender goes out?
I come out with a beat and I build it. And I'm just like, yeah.
Did you mess with people though? They're sitting there and he's blending a drink or something. And
It is crazy, you know. And just over the years, you know, transitioning my life into something that I really love doing has been a huge struggle, but a great blessing at the same time. So 5 months ago, I got to hang up my cook's jacket and I get to professionally beatbox everywhere.
Now, what did your parents and family think when you told them, you know what, I'm going to make noises for a living?
I'll tell you right now, they're very firm believers in me. I'm very spiritual. Like I'm very.
You're blessed, because my family would have put me in a round room.
They were skeptical, man.
We knew you was born early, but damn, you got
No,
issues.
I like that. I like how I told my parents, yeah, I'm going to be a comedian. All right, so what are you going to do to pay bills?
Yes.
I was like, I'm going to be a comedian. No, we have to ask that question again. I was like, shit.
My parents gave me multiple choice. You want to flip fries at Wendy's or go in the Army? That sounds pretty good.
You know? So yeah, it was a rough transition though. Like families are very supportive, especially through social media. It's so funny how like my family only seen all the success through social media. You know, they never really talked about my beatboxing in person. So they were like, oh, how's everything going? Great. But when they see all the pictures of me around the community and me on big stages opening up for
My family's the same way. My dad's not, but like aunts, cousins, things like that, nothing.
nothing.
Well, now my family's different because I tell them I'm an impersonator. I'm Larry the Cable Guy. We seen you on TV. No, you didn't. We did.
Just say yes.
Just
Just
yes.
And see, my
Then I get sued again.
My mom's the exact opposite. She doesn't want anything to do with so how's the comedy going? Don't tell me anything, but how's it going? But everybody else, my cousins, my brother, they're all love it.
Well, God bless her soul. My grandmother will be 96 her birthday, and she tells everybody at the church, "Oh yeah, my grandson's Larry the Cable Guy." So everybody thinks I'm Larry the Cable Guy back home.
It's so crazy. I just believe it. Like to this day, it's very crazy how all my family from like across the country in New York and Puerto Rico, like they only show love through social media. They don't even text me anymore. They just like comment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
proud of you.
But
That's
that's
it.
what we were talking about. Facebook has become so important
It's
in people's lives and businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, they use it. 200 million people. That's how they communicate.
I saw a report last night on the Cyber Monday, and they said that if you're gonna complain about shitty customer service or whatever, they said don't waste your time calling in.
You put it on Facebook.
Put it on Facebook or tweet it,
Yeah.
because these people are
Then there's
reading it,
record.
and
They can't delete it.
and the customer service people that run that whole ad industry or whatever, they jump in and they're like, oh, we're sorry you had that experience, and then they immediately try to correct the
Do
situation.
you remember the airlines? What was it, Southwest Airlines? The guy had the two girls. They wouldn't let him on or something like that. And he took to Twitter and lit them up. And I mean, they pulled him off the plane.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he went nuts on them. And now,
Kevin Smith did it. Kevin Smith went crazy in Southwest also.
Because they said he was too fat to
because
fly.
they wanted him to buy a
the extra seat.
extra seat.
Well, he should have been buying the extra seat. If somebody's gonna be leaning on me, I'm gonna charge him. I'm gonna charge rent.
I'm stuck in the window side, and he's taking two
Well,
whole seats.
have you not flown up and been stuck between?
In the middle
Yeah,
seat?
be like the marshmallow and the cream or something, And I was stuck on one flight. You saw the Aaron Rodgers, where he had the two Chicago guys and all, I had that flight, and it was like, good Lord.
I was on a regional flight from Philly to New York, and it was those little two-seaters on
Yes.
each side. And this dude got on board, and I knew it was the last guy getting on board. I'm like,
And you see him
I
coming.
have a seat by myself, and I see this guy coming, and this dude looked like Batista from the WWE, and me and him lock eyes, and we both do the at the same time.
shit.
We both saw, because we're like, oh shit, and he did literally like he had to lean. I'm leaning in the aisle, and he's like trying to press himself up
Out
through
the
the window.
window.
I can just imagine, like, I don't know why I get this type of, like, vision. Every time I'm in the window side and I look, I'm like, cool, I'm the first one in the plane.
Yeah.
In my row. Please give me some fuel. Like, just come on out. And it's like win the lottery. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
cool,
you're
you
like,
walk by.
go,
Okay,
go,
she walked by.
go.
All right. Damn.
And they put,
But that's what it is.
They trick you because they start putting the luggage above the bin right above you. You're like, no, they're in the row behind me. That's
why-
all.
When
that's
I
why
used to fly with Pee Wee, that's what would happen though. I'd always get the hot chick sitting next to me and he'd have Abdullah the Butcher sitting next to him.
You know, I made a lot of friends through flights, man. It's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, me too. And-
Emergency exit is my row. I love
That's-
emergency
But you know the
exit.
worst part though is when you meet somebody on the plane that just won't shut the hell up and you don't and you're not interested in anything they got to say and all. So what do you do for a living?
Or just sitting here doing a radio show. So what?
Yeah, I sell yellow page ads.
I think airlines should
Jeez,
come
here,
with a tutorial
You
video
want to buy
of
one?
first flight experiences.
Yes.
You know, to teach people to bring headphones,
Yes.
to drop a few pounds, and no, I'm
They
serious.
should put them on the treadmill while waiting for the flight.
Really, you know, and then to teach them about personal
Deodorant.
hygiene.
They should have a lipo.
They
should
need
have
to, hygiene is
Personal
important.
hygiene.
They ought to have a liposuction kiosk at the airport.
The personal
people-
hygiene
You,
goes first.
Yes.
Dude, personal
Yes.
hygiene first, man. I would hate
Goes
to be next to
first.
some musty,
Oh, I've been there.
stinking-
I've been there. Now, I take my bath normally once a week, you know, but
Dude, I saw an article on the news in the news, like basically describing how people were really disgusting on the plane. Like
Oh.
some old lady picking her toes, give herself a pedicure, and I was just, dude, I was like, I will curse in Spanish, and they will totally be confused, and I would just get up, I will tweet it, I will tweet this, and get some results.
My last job, I had a customer started trimming, cutting his fingernails right in front of me, like in the middle of a conversation, just whips out a pair of nail clippers and just. And tell me about the products again, Bob. And I'm just like trying not to throw up and yell at him at the same time.
see, that's not bad, you know. I mean, but when they start picking the belly button lint, you know, I mean, that's when I draw the line there.
So that's where you draw the line.
That's where I draw the line.
Yeah, he doesn't do it in public
I
anymore.
won't.
No.
So a funny story. One day I got booked to perform at the 2014 Beatbox Championships in Brooklyn, New York, like about a couple of weeks ago.
With Biggie.
And no, I think with Michael Winslow.
Oh, really?
Michael Winslow did a feature there. It was amazing. So I'm on the plane and these people in front of me. I'm not as tall as it is. I'm about 6'2", and I'm in the middle of the plane on this window side, and this person just loves leaning back and just rocking back and forth. I don't know what the hell they're doing in their seat. So I was like, okay, they don't have no headphones. I'm about to mess with this person. Now I got my good buddy on the right of me. He says, JR, you should really mess with them. And I was like, wait, do the crickets. I said, do the crickets. Ooh, yeah. So for like a whole half an hour, I was just.
That's funny.
Now all you hear is like the assistant comes up, the lady comes up and she's like, can I help you? He's like, there's a cricket on your plane. And she's like, ma'am, there's no crickets on the plane. I don't hear anything. So she goes back. She's goes right back in and said, man, I drove this lady crazy for a good half an hour. Then I was like, hey, JR, she cut my hair. So as I was watching Police Academy back in the day, so we used to just reenact the scene where Michael Winslow does the haircut on the plane. So we're like, so we're like, and just keep messing with people. And I just like the little violin, so I took the hair, I like, and I was just doing a lot of ignoring that shit, pretty much. She just kept rocking back and forth. I was
cool to hang
I
with
was
you
so
for-
ready for my layover. I
Dude.
was so ready for my layover.
Dude, I so want to go to lunch with you so you can sit behind the people drinking the soda. So you can do the slurping through the straw, that straw sound that people make when they drink.
I want to hear the fingernails going down the chalkboard. I would so mess with people.
Oh man, it's been a great lifestyle, like living.
If I had that skill right there, I would have never gone to school. I would have rang the bell. Or give the fire alarm.
Oh man,
Oh, we got to go.
it's crazy because growing up, I was really a shy kid, and I was really to myself. And when I was learning how to beatbox, I was still going through school, trying to get good grades, going to college, trying to really pursue a great personal life. But having this hidden art helped me express. I was super shy. I was the most chunkiest Puerto Rican kid. My high school
Well,
picture.
you
looked-
chisel now. Come
Dude,
on.
I don't know, man. It took me.
Life's been good. Huh?
Life's been real good. 2 years ago, I was 300 pounds. So I fought
What?
against.
Wow.
I fought against obesity. Like I told myself, I want to become the best.
What did you use? Whoop its ass and then no more
Man.
sugar or what?
I don't know, man. Just a lot of cardio. I went old school with it. Sweat
Yeah.
bag, sweater, incline, a lot of sweating, a lot of good eating fish. Actually, surprisingly, spicy foods because it speeds up your
Well,
metabolism.
it does speed up your metabolism.
Man, I love that
Man, it gives you some bad gas. It is, but it gives you bad gas though. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
you like, you know.
You'd be
So
like,
let's,
good Lord.
let's hear some beatboxing.
Oh yeah, anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
I think we should have Crazy J rap to it. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
badass.
We
Now,
need
can
to-
you teach somebody to beatbox?
Yeah, and I can teach anybody, anywhere, anytime. It's basically saying boots and cats. The
All right,
boots-
Bobby Massey, let's do it.
Yeah,
so you can say
I let's see if Bobby can
The
do
boots
it.
and cats.
Boots and ass.
Boots and cats.
That's it. So follow through. Here you go. Boots and cats. Boots and cats. Boots and cats. Now start transitioning. Now, boots and cats. Boots and cats. Boots and cats. Boots and cats. Yeah. Okay. Now check this out. This is how I teach you how to scratch. Like. So you take the name Eric. So say the name Eric.
Eric.
Okay. Now take the C off the Eric, and you get
Eric.
Eric. Now all it is the level and tone of your voice. So and that's all it is. And that's like the fundamental. Like,
Don't quit your day job. Oh wait, you don't have one. We're fucked.
Shit, Larry. What are we gonna do?
Tell some more bad jokes.
oh man. Yeah, boots and cats. I go around the community. I teach a lot of like boys and girls clubs. I just partnered with UMC Hospital in Las Vegas to
Wow.
go to the pediatric unit.
That's
and
really
perform
cool. I
for
bet the kids really eat that up.
Yeah, man, they do. They really love it. Growing up, born and raised with asthma. I used to be in the hospital.
wow.
Yeah, I used to be born and raised with asthma. I used to be raised in the hospital a week, up to a week at a time every year.
Wow.
Especially in the winter, it was really bad for me. So I knew what it felt like to be stuck in the hospital. I'd be isolated from like playing and being outdoors and active.
Do you still have asthma? You grow out of it, or is it just
Seasonal. Now, like I beat it through fighting against obesity as
Right.
well, and then with the lung capacity that I established through beatboxing, everything just like enhanced. So
Yeah, no, I was just figured that'd be real good for the lungs.
Yeah, man. Exercise is the key of life. Really, man. You take care of yourself, things will go a lot
Yeah,
smoother. You know.
I'm screwed now.
Yeah, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's never late for nobody. It's never too late for anybody.
It is when you break your back, and just like
I think you should beatbox during the news.
I do too. That would be
So
really cool.
that would be cool, like background music for the news.
You could do something like "My name is Crazy J. This is a rocking comedy show."
Rock comedy show, right?
Yeah.
And do like dope little rock kind of like.
There's your new demo. It's time
Yeah,
for
right.
the 44th floor.
I think Jay's got some sound bites to cut.
That's what I'm saying. You need to put him to work.
By all means.
I do enough, so I'll put Bobby to work.
Yep,
Yeah.
There we go. There we go, Bobby.
Can you do an elevator, a ding on the elevator? I mean, I know it's easy.
Hey, yeah, you can't afford him. You can afford
They're on the
Jay's, like you
44th
say.
floor.
Welcome to the 44th floor.
Yeah. Can we see your passport, please?
You got all kinds of things.
Man, he's talented. I ain't no doubt about that.
I know, right?
Definitely.
And what I tell people too is a lot of my performances that I do come from the background that I was raised on. Like, what people do not know about me is I was raised on a full Hispanic background, like my heritage.
Beans and rice, huh?
Just man, arroz con andule y plátanos. So basically,
Excuse you.
right? Plantains, rice and beans, a lot of pork. The Spanish typical Puerto Rican Dominican food.
What about this one? Buenos dias, senor.
Oh, buenos dias, señor.
That's about all
That's
I
all
know.
you know.
I used to could speak a little Spanish, but now I don't. I mean, I understand a few words, but I learned the bad ones though. I mean,
That's what people do. They learn all the bad Spanish
well, yeah,
words
it's
first.
like you want to
They
learn the
work
curse
their way
words.
up. That's it. That's the thing.
And when I worked at Disneyland, and they always have the Spanish announcements when you get on and off the ride. I don't know what they say in Spanish, but we always used to come up with cinnamon toast, want some more?
Cinnamon toast, want some more.
Yeah.
That's funny. So man,
So you'd hear a bunch of the workers, cinnamon toast, want some more?
cinnamon toast, want some more. My
Yeah.
favorite thing was just churros. I love amusement parks because of churros.
Yeah.
I went to Six Flags. First thing I did,
I like
hopped on the
Cheerios,
Goliath, got off, got a churro.
My grandpa used to say, if somebody asks you, do you speak Spanish? You just go, S-O-C-K-S.
Yes.
You just spell socks.
That's it.
And it sounds like Spanish.
We'll do that.
Yes.
That's good.
I say muy bien, gracias.
Again, just say un poquito. I say just un poquito.
Now if she's hot, I'll say dame torta.
Oh,
Oh!
ooh, I knew that one.
Yeah. See, those rednecks we learn.
That's right. That's right.
Hey,
Wow.
man,
See, I don't know that word. What's that word?
what is it?
We'll teach you later.
La boca.
What did you say? What did you say? I didn't hear what
I'm
you
not
said.
repeating myself. You have to
You
listen
said
to
give me
the show.
Give me a kiss.
It was give
It's
me.
It's a woo-hoo. That's
You
what
mean
it's talking
you're
about.
asking them to give you penis?
No.
Why are you making my water bottle into a penis?
Wow.
That's what I was thinking for
That's
you.
close.
Yeah.
It's going down.
That's where it goes.
Oh,
Straight
wow.
lifestyle.
Oh, we have. Is this also video footage in here?
Mm,
yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Hello,
Yeah.
audience. I hope you guys are broadcast and signed in. Chicago. Yeah, this is dope. This is awesome. But yeah, back to the music parks. I used to love it too. I used to mess with it. I used to always look.
Who are your musical influences?
Man, this is a lot. I've worked with so many different artists. I love all music. I just got done working with a band called Elvis Monroe. They're a country alternative band, and they play at the Red Rock here in Las Vegas.
Now, what is a country alternative?
It's
Is that like rock?
It's like pop. It's like pop country.
Yeah.
You know, like pop country.
So new country.
Yeah, like new country.
It's not traditional like I like.
Nah, it's not the traditional. I'm still trying to merge. It's so hard because what I've learned to do is accent. Like
Right.
be the feeling, be that unique element of everything. So I learned not to be the showboat of everything, but how to fall in place and merge with anything. So I do a lot of jazz, a lot of funk, a lot of grooves, rap,
Nice.
hip hop.
Well, I love
metal.
music. It doesn't matter to me what it,
Man, I love
what the
bands.
genre is. I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, I love classical music, Beethoven. I mean, I really do.
Nah, you see, and those right there with the musical background, they're like, I was just a normal kid. None of my family members are in the music industry. I'm the very first in my family.
Yeah.
So to be influenced by all these different musicians and got to be able to perform in the Smith Center and do all these and acts with like metal bands and hard rock and roll. And
See, I
jazz.
I would never get that with you, but the same as your name, you know. It's like,
No,
I would never guess. I mean, but you know, that's one of the things about genres of music, though. If you go back to the 50s, 60s, early 70s, musicians actually told a story when they sang the song.
Yeah.
Didn't matter whether it was R&B or whatever. You know, R&B Teddy Pendergrass, you turn out the light. Turn it out! Yeah, it's like, what the
Direction.
hell? Yeah, they coach you what to do.
Yeah,
You
there's,
know?
That is so funny.
there is something to be said about like the messages in music now compared to like what it was even 10 years ago.
Well, they're trying. I mean, what is it, Christina Aguilera, say something or I'm getting over you?
Yeah, that's
You know, that's kind of the way I feel on Facebook. I type something in, say something, I'm done with you.
So a lot of things that I love the feedback that I get from my audience is I take them back in time.
Okay.
And I love that is because I bring a lot of original hits that people wouldn't figure. Like I love old school music.
Oh, I do
like
too.
Temptations,
Oh, yeah.
Al Green. Especially when I do one tribute to I'm so in love with you.
Nice.
Nice.
So then you sing as well? I mean, because you got a voice, I can
Okay,
tell.
funny story about this. In high school, as an extracurricular activity, I was like, let me take choir. What the
You
heck?
took it too, huh? I took it.
I'm telling you,
Hot Chicks was in there.
it was kind of cute. It was like it was like Glee for me.
Well, I had to take it because it was an easy A, and I
It
needed
was
to.
easy.
I needed to pass. Hey, you gotta have so many credits to get the hell out of high school.
I tell you right now, if it wasn't for like the small little things, stages in my life that build up, I didn't know small things that you grew up doing worked out in the long run. Like I
They
took
influence you.
choir just because, not
Yeah.
knowing that it really was beneficial now that I could hold a note. You know, so now I use that as a tool. So I'm like, I'm so in love with you. And, you know, I really blend it, and I can do like all kinds of tributes to all kinds of songs, and really take people in time and tell them a story.
So we'll have to change his name from RJ Beatbox to RJ Panty Dropper.
How about JR?
Ooh, that's-
Oh, the panty dropper.
JR.
AKA.
JR Beatbox, aka the panty dropper, the
You gotta like that one.
the moist towelette Beatbox.
I like it.
Not needing to pull a Cosby here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We've already killed that one.
I know, I knew it. We've been talking about it all week.
No. He did like 9 Bill Cosby
I
jokes
did.
in the first 5 minutes.
But it gives
shit.
you like the pudding pop. I mean, come on.
Oh,
How can you be mad?
Doesn't it really?
Jello,
It
watch
really
it.
amazes. It really amazes me how like a lot of stuff come out over the years, and people it just takes people off guard. I grew up watching the Cosbys.
So
Like,
did
I
we.
never even figured like
Everybody did.
everybody did it. I'm just like, what?
Dude, I still love Jello.
Ah, man, and it just makes you wonder like. If that's just one case, imagine all the entertainers from our
Exactly.
old school. Like I love watching Family Matters, Growing Pains. Like imagine
Yeah.
those like different lifestyles of entertainers that got to go through so much. What do they do behind doors? And thank God, what just
You
a matter
don't
of
really
time
wanna
when they
know.
start-
And he can be guilty as he wants, but here's how I look at it, and I've said it like 3 or 4 times. You took a pill, you didn't know what it was,
Mhm.
and you went to his room.
Yep.
And you watched it.
But he didn't force you. He didn't force you to a room.
Well, that one woman woke up and said, "What the
Wait a
hell?"
minute. I'm talking.
I know.
It's my show. And I said that he didn't invite you. You know, you didn't invite yourself to his room. He invited you and you went. Why'd you go? Because it's Bill Cosby. That's why you went. And you took a pill. The one that cracks me up is Janet Dickinson. He gave me a pill for my menstrual cramps and I didn't know what it was. Why would you take a pill? And why does he have a pill for menstrual cramps on it? And you're not going to ask questions.
Well, no, you got that one. I agree. I mean,
There's
I-
so,
I've tried that one. I've never
There's
had
definitely
it.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
he didn't do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes.
Well,
There's
definitely.
a
And
lot of women that probably aren't really fully
And
justified.
here's the thing: in America, you're innocent till proven guilty. You
Right.
know? But the thing is, where there's smoke, there's fire. But I don't think you'll ever face any charges. I mean,
No,
Well,
no,
he can't.
you
You
know,
can't.
it's
The
all
statute of
the-
limitations
But
is done.
but now the one woman that took the lie detector test said that he offered her a drink. She didn't take no pill, and said when she woke up, he was on top of her. That's a little different, you know.
Yeah, that's.
But I mean, it could have. You can see how serial people
It
do
doesn't mean-
elevate though.
It
If
doesn't
he got away
mean
with
he
it.
drugged the wine.
No, it doesn't mean it, but maybe he did.
It's just crazy, man. I really look up to a lot of entertainers in the industries because
Yeah.
I feel like I have a large future ahead of me. So I'm just taking notes, man. Like
Yeah.
never to
Don't
do
root
that,
the girls.
man. And it's so
Don't
crazy.
drug girls. I don't think you have that problem.
And if all else fails, deny.
My faith doing it's not working.
Deny.
And especially with
Video,
us,
deny.
especially us living in Las Vegas. You know, like
Oh, God.
it's so much temptation out here. Like it's crazy. And me growing up, I was not the ladies' man.
Look, if you get in trouble, you just use the Chewbacca theory.
To Chewbacca. What is a Chewbacca theory?
That's the one they did on South Park. They were making fun of the OJ trial, and so they were saying that you just use the Chewbacca.
No, man.
I don't remember what that was. What was
Yeah.
it?
No,
I can't explain it.
I'm with
just
you on that though.
You can-
watching.
YouTube the Chewbacca theory.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on now. I mean, the way I look at it, the girls I hang with, you don't have to roofie them. They roofie themselves. Bartender, bring me another one. One more.
They're like,
All right, one more. This it. I swear to God.
I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Nah, I think I'll have another.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take them home, and okay,
and on
now,
the way to his house, like, can we get some more alcohol?
yeah, let me stop and get a bottle. I'd like to do a shot with you when we get home.
Do you mind if we stop at the liquor store? I'm losing my buzz.
Yeah, I'll use that one. That's why I keep moonshine at the house. You know, I never run out.
So a lot of times when I perform I'm consistently in like the entertainment field, like on the strip. So I see all these girls from out of town, all the woo girls. You guys know what woo
Oh,
girls,
yeah.
you know what the woo girls
Yeah.
are, you know. And people are like, what are the woo girls? It's like those girls who just take a shot and be like, woo. Okay.
Yeah, that's my kind of girl. Right?
And I observe so much, and I'm like very spiritual. Like
Two
I'm like-
drinks and they're gone.
and then there are 2 drinks. They just want to be.
Well, I know they pretend
They
to be.
just want to be.
They just want to have a reason.
Yeah, it's like one of those girls
Girl,
that
I
has
was
big old giant mugs of just like the Hawaiian tropical
Oh, the big,
punch.
Yeah.
the big foot long,
The big foot long
the big
ones.
3 foot
Yeah.
It's a
long
virgin
margaritas.
though.
Yeah.
They're like some dude's like, you want to buy a drink? Get her a virgin. She's like,
She goes,
I only had one 96-ounce margarita.
she said, "Girl, I don't know what was in that." She said, I don't know what was in there, but I was told up.
I only
Well,
went
what
to
happened?
I only went to Fat Tuesday.
I like to say I would have never gone home with him and the rest of the rebels.
The rest of the
You know I was tore up. I wasn't sober.
I'm staying at Excalibur. I'm not going to UNL. How did I get out of UNLV?
Yeah.
Why am I in the locker room?
Why am I in the locker room?
Where's my clothes?
Yeah.
Why am I in the middle of the field?
Where are my panties?
Why am I playing center in a basketball
Then the
game?
next day they're going to the doctor saying Budweiser made my pussy hurt.
Wow, corkscrew.
Why am I in the Grand Canyon?
Hey, back in the
a
day-
helicopter.
Back in the day, we were religious too. We prayed the night train in Boone's Farm. Thank God.
How the hell I end up in Pahrump?
Yeah.
Why am I in Kingman? What happened? I hear the Hoover Dam.
Holy hell, we're in Utah.
Why am I on I-40? I only had one margarita.
What is this rope and duct tape?
Yeah.
Why am I using a spare tire as a pillow?
Oh, man.
Who's this homeless guy I got with his blanket?
Why is this room so dark?
So, oh man, it's crazy how what beatboxing has introduced me, man. It introduced me to a whole
A world of crime.
plethora of
A
environments.
plethora.
Plethora.
El Guapo, what
But
does
don't
it
you
plethora?
love
Y plethora is more than uno.
It's dos.
It's dos. It's many. It's tres.
I just want to know if you know what the plethora is.
It's like you ordered the Lord's Chiefs, and you say, "I want a plethora of Lord's Chiefs, please."
You know, oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Oh,
He's
dude.
crying.
She's crying.
Oh,
We
man.
have bitched him out. He's crying.
That's fun.
It's crazy the things I've encountered, man. It's just like a lot of visuals of man from
Why
school
am I at the
or-
bus stop? I'm at the bus stop.
Where's my purse? My identification.
Why am I on a zip line above Fremont Street with another margarita?
Who threw up in my bed?
I don't like rock climbing. Why am I in Mount Charleston?
Oh, man.
That's funny. Let's take a break and we'll be back with more of the show right after this.
So when you perform, do you do comedy shows or do you just do straight music performance?
I do a lot. It's so funny. I'm a great entertainer. You know, I just entertain. Like I'm a great entertainer. Like basically, I make sure people are not bored. You know, like I'm opening up for Jeff Zavillico. He's a professional juggler, comedy and action at the Link Theater, where the percussion theaters at. So I just partnered with Jeff Zavillico to have my own pre-show before his show.
Do you write songs and stuff and all too?
Yeah, I do it. I dabble in everything.
See, I'm wanting to do one called Tranny Clones is Coming to Town. You like that one?
Oh, this
That's
funny.
No.
She's got a dick, she checked it twice. You're gonna find out she's naughty and ain't too nice.
Oh, you had the surgery.
You ready to sing someone make a mind?
Sing, I don't have no songs right now. My mind is
You said
empty.
you got your jingle bells.
Well, no, I got silver balls, but
I
I
didn't ask you what your balls.
Silver balls.
yeah,
Do
silver
something when we come
balls.
back.
It's Christmas date night at the old folks' home. Took a Viagra from my dingling.
Hear it ring.
Damn hearing aid keeps ringing. I'm hoping to make that old lady in the corner start singing.
Unfigured JR Beatbox on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah, JAYR Beatbox.
His red suit matched his face.